guys, it's 𝘱𝘃𝘁 with Roof Sales Mastery, author of Diamonds in the Sky. And I had the pleasure last night of speaking to the National Women in Roofing meeting in Denver, Colorado for their chapter. And at the end, somebody had asked me what advice I had specifically for women who were pursuing sales in the roofing industry. And I really wanted to drive a point home and also just share this with all of you who are listening, especially if you're a gal in the industry, because if you think in your mind that for some reason being a female in a male-dominated industry like roofing is an automatic disadvantage, you're wrong. You're wrong. The thing is, this isn't like installing a roof, and there's plenty of chicks out there that actually work on roofs too, but could you argue that, well, I'm a female, I'm 5'4", 120 pounds, I can't carry bundles of shingles up a ladder, like I just am not strong enough to do that part. Okay, that would be fair to say. But the sales part of it, you're literally just walking around talking. Let that sink in. Arguably, women are actually much better at sales because we are naturally more empathetic, compassionate, and better communicators and better listeners, right? So you have to understand that being a woman is absolutely not a barrier, and in fact, it's probably an advantage to doing the sales part of it. And when you really just trust that you showing up and knowing your stuff is actually going to probably propel you further than the average man that's going and doing it, you can feel really empowered by that. And I have an example because I remember when I got started, my former husband and I got into the roofing business together, and this was years ago now. But I remember showing up and I had to fake it till I made it, right? I didn't know anything about roofing. I was very limited on knowing anything about roof, like shingles and roofing accessories and components and construction, all of that. And to be honest, I still have limited knowledge on that. But at the time, I knew it wasn't about roofing knowledge that was gonna make me a good salesperson, because whether people like to believe it or not, selling something and knowing the product don't necessarily have to coincide to make you a good salesperson. Yes, you have to know basic stuff, but I'm telling you, I knew the least about roofing on my team and I was the best salesperson. So we can get into that another time if you have questions about what I mean. And of course, it's gonna benefit you to have more technical knowledge, but the point of this is I had very limited technical knowledge and I had to fake it till I made it. And of course, I started learning things rapidly and I was able to talk a lot more intelligently about it. But I remember specific events, like I can picture it in my mind right now, when I was at one of my storms in Pennsylvania. And I showed up on the doorstep and a man answered, and he was like, just kind of giving me the side eye as I was going through my spiel about doing a roof inspection, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, so who's gonna get on the roof and take a look? And I was like, me. And he's like, you're gonna get on the roof. And I'm like, yeah, I get on like 5 roofs a day. Like, this is my job. And he's like, all right. And I remember throughout the process later, my former husband had to come and do something. I can't remember what it was. Something that he had to take a look at. I didn't know how to estimate or something. It might have been delivering materials. I don't know. Something that he was doing anyways. But I was present. I was on site when he showed up. And they were kind of chatting. And I remember the guy said verbatim, and I can't tell you the number of times I've heard somebody say this. They'd be like, I got to tell you, when that little lady showed up and started talking about roofing and all that, I was pretty skeptical, but she knows her shit. And I remember hearing she knows her shit so many times throughout that process. And it's like, that's the thing that will help you be able to excel in this business as a female, is just be confident, know what the value is that you're offering. That doesn't even necessarily always mean the technical aspects. Just know your craft. What is it that your company does? What is it that you help people with through the insurance claim, right? What is the value that you provide as being in their corner as their contractor? When you are super confident about that and you have conviction and you talk about it like this is law, you're gonna have a great time. So if you are a female that's getting into the industry, first of all, way to go and congratulations. Like, this is an awesome business to get into. It's extremely lucrative and I promise that you're gonna do well if you're confident, have conviction, and you use strategies that work. So coming from a woman who has literally written the book on storm restoration sales, check out @roofsalesmastery.com if you want to start with a massive leg up and actually have the word-for-word sales pitch, door pitch, how to handle objections, what to say, all of that, do's and don'ts on adjuster meetings, how to deal with adjusters. It's all in my online training programs for you to use so that you can hit the ground running and not stumble through that learning curve. So check those out. You can also email me. I invite you to send me an email at becca@roofsalesmastery.com, and let's get you going. Let's kick some ass. It's an awesome business and it's yours for the taking if you decide to do it.